Hello, shoe enthusiast. Today we're going to talk about your boots. More than just footwear, they're a statement, a tool, and often a cherished part of your wardrobe. Whether you're sporting rugged work boots, stylish leather boots, or sleek dress boots, keeping them clean, polished, and buffed is the key to maintaining their appearance and extending their lifespan. Neglecting your boots can lead to dullness, damage, and a significantly shorter life. So let's dive into some simple steps in getting your boots the care they deserve. First thing we're going to do is take a brush, a cleaning brush, horsehair, and go over our boot. This is a Chelsea boot. I wear this for work. I've had it approximately 15 years and it's due for some cleaning. So that's what we're going to be going over today. What you're going to do is take your horsehair brush, your cleaning brush, and go over the entire boot. And that's going to take off any debris and dirt. Once you get that done, which just takes a few seconds, we're going to take a damp cloth and go over it with a damp cloth. The damp cloth will take off any excess dirt, stains, and stuff like that. The nice thing about a damp cloth, okay, so now we're using a damp chamois cloth, going over the exterior of the boot with it. As you can see, it's taking off even more of the residue and the dirt that was on the boot itself. And as you can see, it's damp. So now we're going to let this boot dry thoroughly before we start using the conditioner. Okay, so now the boots have dried. The leather's good and dry, so it'll take the conditioner and we're going to apply it with 2 fingers. I like to use the Saphir Reveniture. It's a pretty good product. It's a little expensive, but it seems to work well. So we're going to take and apply it, small amount, circular motion, all over the leather boot. As you can see, it puts a shine to it, but this will dry once it's on there and it soaks in. I usually like to wait about at least 20 minutes for this particular product. When I purchase boots or shoes, I'll apply this before I even wear it, and I'll leave it on overnight, and I usually give it a good coat of it. Let that dry a good 20 minutes, give it another coat, and then leave it overnight. That allows the leather to soak it in, and it makes the leather real supple and works well as far as maintaining the boot and keeping it in good condition. As you can see, this here's a macadamia oil based product, so it really works well. We're going to continue to apply it until we get it applied to all the leather. Once we get that done, we'll let this here dry about 20 minutes. And then I'll show you the next step of actually polishing the boot. This particular boot has been abused. It's got a lot of scuffs, marks. Like I say, this is my work boot. I wear it pretty much daily. I wanted to use this in the video, so I let it go a little longer than I normally would. Normally I try to, especially in the winter, try to condition my boots every month or two just to keep them in good working condition. But this boot is 15 years old, so I've got plenty of life out of it, And it's a very comfortable boot, and that's the reason I keep it around. Otherwise I'd replace it. As you can see, there's the product once it's been applied. We're going to give that about 20 minutes and I'll be back. Okay, it's been approximately 20 minutes. As you can see, as it soaks it in, it kind of dries to a dull finish. Now we're going to leave it just like this, and we're going to apply some brown shoe polish and work that in. We're going to be using a rag, a little bit of shoe polish in circular motions and working it into the leather. Okay, we've got a little bit of shoe polish here on the shoe itself, and I'm going to use this rag right here. I'm going to start working it into the leather itself in a circular motion all over it. It don't take a lot of polish. Just a small amount will do an entire boot. Just take and keep working it into the leather using a circular motion till you get the entire boot covered. This boot had some discoloration due to some scuffing, and this here will remove that, basically recover it, the leather itself, and give it a almost new look after this here's dried. Just keep working it in from the front to the rear until you get it all covered. The reason we use a circular motion is because it actually, we're trying to work it into the leather itself, and that helps that process. As you can see, there's a scuff right there, and it's taking it well, and it's recoloring the leather itself. Okay, just keep going around it. Get it all worked in. Once you get that done, we're going to let this here dry approximately 10 minutes before we actually do anything else to it. And what we're going to do next is buff it, and it'll bring out a shine and a polish, and that'll be the finished product. And as you'll see, this boot will look basically like brand new. And you've seen what it looked like before we even started. So that gives you an idea of just a few simple steps what you can do to your footwear to, number one, make it last a long time, and number two, make it look presentable every day of the week, just by a little shoe maintenance and taking care of your footwear. Okay, as you can see, it's all covered. We're going to let that dry approximately 10 minutes. Once it dulls out, I'll show you using the buffing brush, Horsehair, and what it'll look like when it's finished. Thank you. Okay, as you can see, after about 15 minutes, it dries to kind of a dull sheen. And we're going to start with a buffing brush, which is a different brush than the cleaning brush. I'm going to start giving it a good buffing. And as you can see, just a few seconds of buffing, and it's starting to produce a really good sheen to it. The thing is, the more you go over it, the shinier it's going to get. So if you want to get an extra sheen to it, just keep going over it with the buffing brush or the chamois towel, giving it a good buffing shine. After just a few minutes, we got a boot that, compared to what it looked like earlier, looks like brand new. As you can see, color's back. It's got a good sheen to it. Like I say, the more you go over it, the shinier it'll get. So it's kind of what you're trying to achieve. It's up to you on how many times you want to keep going over it. But the idea behind it is that your boot is conditioned, well maintained, and looks good. Using the horsehair brush or a clean soft cloth, just briskly buff the boots back and forth motion, continuing buffing. The more you buff, the more your shine will be. Be patient and continue until you've reached the desired level of luster. Caring for your boots properly takes a little effort, but the rewards are well worth it. Regular cleaning, polishing, and buffing not only keep your boots looking their best, but also extends their lifespan, saving you money in the long run. With these simple steps, you can ensure that your boots will always put their best foot forward. If you want to leave some comments and let me know how your boots come out after you've done some polishing on them, I'll get back with you if you need some more tips. I would appreciate it if you would subscribe and like this video if it's something that seems to help you. Thank you very much. My name's Doug, and I'll be putting out more videos, approximately one a week, and we'll see how it goes from there. Thank you.